And I remember I had a girlfriend who became my first wife. She said, "How was your day?" And I said, "I've had a call from Manfred Mann. He wants to have lunch with me next week." With Manfred Mann, I was lucky to get the job in the first place, because Paul Jones had been a very successful lead singer with Manfred Mann.
When the Eskimo gets here, everybody's gonna jump for joy.
I had been in this group called A Band of Angels, and I wasn't even the singer. I was the keyboard player and the harmony singer, and we made 5 records, I think. But the last record we made actually featured me, because I had written the song, and everyone said, "Mike, you should sing this. It suits your voice." And it was a soulful song called Invitation. "Well, it's Saturday night, remember, and my very last chance." And it really suited me. And we actually got a television show with Manfred Mann. So when they walked into the studio, they saw the playback, and they said, "This guy looks good." Because Paul had been trying to leave the band for a year, and they said, "Hang on until we find a replacement." And Manfred said to me, "Oh, I need your phone number." And I remember I had a girlfriend who became my first wife. She said, "How was your day?" And I said, "I've had a call from Manfred Mann. He wants to have lunch with me next week."
Come on without, come on within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty.
So with Manfred Mann, I made overnight fame, no fortune. I was on £50 a week, and very little creative fulfillment. But I was so grateful for this job because it gave me the exposure. If I'd just been with a Band of Angels, no one would have bothered. And I would by now be an estate agent or whatever I was going to be. In fact, I was going to be a vicar. I was going to go into the church originally. I went up to Cambridge to read theology, but all that changed. And it was always music that was the dominant force.
Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down? You mess me around, and the worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling.
I had got to know a guy called Tony McCauley. Now, Tony McCauley is a very talented songwriter, producer. And he came round to the house because he worked at Pi, and Pi Studios was just down the road from where we lived, near Marble Arch. He said, "Have you got any songs? I need a new single for either David Essex or the Paper Dolls." And so I played him this song, and it went... I played it like that, and he said, "That's good, but," he said, "you're missing a trick." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, you need to extend the chorus." So between us, we ended up adding,
I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, but don't break my heart. Then into the verse. I'll be over at 10, you tell me time and again.
So I said, "Okay," and he was going to produce it with the Paper Dolls, and he said, "I want you on piano." And 2 days before, he rang me, he said, "The Paper Dolls are stuck up in the north of England in Cabaret. Can we try it with the Foundations?" So that was a lucky thing. I don't think the Paper Dolls would have made a very good record of it.
Don't you know I need you? Yes, I do. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. Oh no, don't you break it, build me up, buttercup, but don't break my heart. Don't you break my heart.